Good morning, everybody. I've had an email through in relation to position size, and so in this video we're going to really show you how to simplify things in the market so that you can identify stocks that you're interested in and use a very simple method to position size. Thanks for watching. Good morning, everybody. March 18th 2025. Stock market opens today at 1:30 UK time. I've had an email through in relation to position sizing, and there's a lot of confusion videos out there on how it should be done, and I must admit I've watched a few of them and it is pretty confusing. They're asking you to use your stop loss amount or your stop loss maximum stop loss in relation to how much you're willing to risk, divide them into each other. That tells you how many shares. Honest to God, it is not as hard as what they are making out. So what we're going to do, we're going to use their example. So let's just say we're looking at Yale and we want to enter into a position as it breaks this candle's open to close, right? So this is, let's just say for argument's sake, it's roughly around $4.70. And if you look at the stocks chart, we want to sort of set our stop loss maybe in this region. So we're going to open in this area where that crosshair is now. We're going to open around this area on this candle, but we're going to set the stop loss around this area, which is 5 cents lower. So our entry point is $4.70. Our stop loss will be $4.65, and our take profit on this, I would say, well, I'm going to go for $4.85. If I'm being honest, that's where I'd like to take my money. $4.85. I'm just going to ride this and I'm going to keep adding to my position, keeping the average sort of in and around, if I possibly can, $4.70 or lower, and just keep adding my position. And if I have to, move my stop loss down slightly lower just so I don't get taken out. But for this example, we're just going to use 5 cent stop loss. So our stop loss is 5 cents. Our take profit is 15 cents. Right, so $4.70, take away $4.65, 5 cents. $4.85 take profit, take away $4.70 entry price, 15 cents. Okay, so if we do our risk of our balance of, let's say, what these videos are saying, some are saying 1, 2, 3 and 5%. Well, unfortunately, if you're a beginner, you're going to have a bigger risk balance. So on this occasion, we've got $500 in our hand. We're going to risk 5%. 5%, $25. And if our stop loss is 5 cents, right? $25 risk divided by 5 cents gives us 500 shares. Okay, great. Right, so now we know how many shares that we can buy using our risk balance, our maximum risk balance. Right, okay. Well, if you do 500 shares times the entry price of $4.70, you're getting $2,350 US. Well, what new beginner is going to have that sort of money? And what new beginner would be daft enough to put that sort of money in an account? They wouldn't. Let's just carry on. So 500 shares at our risk stop loss of $4.65. So our stop loss $4.65. If we sold all our shares at $4.65, our final balance will be $2,325 US. Right, okay. So we take our balance, which is what we would have had to have used, 2,350, because if you remember, 500 shares times $4.70 is 2,350. We minus what we've just lost, 2,325. That leaves, $25. We minus the $25, right? That leaves us with a balance of 2,325. Or if you do it the other way around, $2,350 balance, take away what we end up with following our loss of $25. So 2,350 take away 2,325 equals $25. So we're still losing $25 with this method. But as I've just said, who's got that sort of balance? Let's continue on. 500 shares at our take profit of $4.85 is 2,425. Take away what we had to use to get into position, our balance of $2,350 leaves us with $75 profit. Great. However, there's such an easy way. What we're going to do for the example, we're going to put a long position onto the chart. So we're going to say, okay, $4.70, and we're going to put our take profit at $4.85, there or thereabouts, and then we're going to set our stop loss at $4.65. Right, what is it telling us now? Okay, it's telling us we're risking 1% in the purple, 1% there or thereabouts, and where take profit is 3% or 3.4%. Okay, let's just keep it simple. Let's use 3%. Right, okay. If you remember from the start of the video, I said to you we had $500. We're beginners. $500. We saved it up for a year. We're going to start with $500. Right, well, let's stick to $500. Okay, $500 divided by what the stock's price is that you want to enter in at $4.70. Right, $500 divided by $4.70 is 106 shares. You can afford to buy 106 shares. Okay, great. Well, how much is my risk? My risk is 1%. 1% of what? 1% of my balance. So $500. Okay, $500. 1% of that is $5 US. So my risk is $5 US. And my take profit is 3%. So 3% of 500 is $15 US. Okay, so now you know what you're willing to risk, and now you know what you're willing to take of the market. So all you're going to do is, instead of trying to have a working out, if you do what the first working out longhand, you'll see what I'm trying to say. If you do it this way, right, okay, what am I willing to risk out of my balance? 1%, 2%, maximum of 5%. Right, okay, if you're willing to risk 5% of your balance, okay, to make 3%, then you're a bit daft, unfortunately, because you would never risk more than what you can actually take. You need to be taking at least 2 times out the market. Okay, so at the moment ours is 3%, our risk is 1%, we're risking 3 to 1, right? So we're risking 1% to make 3%, 3 to 1. It doesn't sound like a lot, but guys, I'm not being funny. Start somewhere, start small, build your knowledge, build your understanding, build your respect of this industry, because this industry it is ruthless, especially when you've got algorithm bots built to take out your stop losses. Okay, so would I enter into this trade? In conclusion, no, I wouldn't. Why? Because I'm not really going to make a hell of a lot of money. I'm risking 1% to make 3%, yeah, which is 3 to 1. But look where I'm going to have to place my stop loss. Is there a potential that I'll get taken out? Well, I'll tell you what, let's quickly take out and let's move along. Okay, on this occasion, no, we were lucky. It carried on going up. Did I know it was going to go up? No, I didn't. No, it was an educated guess. I'm on a 5-minute chart. I don't use 5-minute charts, but a lot of day traders do. And if you want to be a day trader, simplify things, guys. Honestly, keep it simple. Thanks again for watching, guys. If it's been helpful, then by all means let me know. If there's anything else that you need to know or any questions at all, leave them in the comments or send us an email. Thank you.